And he's like, and you killed him. And it's like, well, he should have been put to death because of the adultery part. But when you're the king, nobody cares. Just
Yeah.
like the president today can authorize somebody's death, and it's kind of like, well, he's the president, he gets to do that kind of stuff. Like, so David can do what David wants to do, and if that includes other dudes, then I don't think anybody in that time period was going to have too much of a problem with it.
David runs by rich people rules. He's a king. That's how it is. Yeah, they don't
It's
pay
good to be
taxes.
the king, as the
Yeah.
great poet once said.
Yes, exactly. So many of those you sprinkle throughout your book, which I love. I love how you for everybody who doesn't know, you just very carefully put like apologies to Pearl Jam or apologies to whoever it is on the
Yeah,
bottom.
although I gotta see, like, I only have the advanced readers edition. Like, this is the first proof. Like, there are a bunch of corrections that have been made to this. And there was I the chapter on abortion. I have a section called "More Human Than Human,"
Hmm.
with apologies and I think I said Rob Zombie, but like technically the band was White Zombie
Yeah,
that did the song, and I don't remember if I corrected that or not, because
we'll
like it's
find
not
out.
totally incorrect, but yeah, I'm supposed to be getting the actual final hardcovers this week, so
I hope
I'm looking forward to
so.
that.
We'll see what happens with the tariffs. Oh God.
Well, I don't think they're coming from Canada, so
No.
well, but yeah, they told me they were ready to go. They just needed to verify the shipping address, and they were going to get them out to me. So hopefully it's
I hope
soon.
you
But
do get them very soon. Let me know. Let me know what they actually send a picture. Let me know what they look like and how
yeah,
many.
yeah,
Okay,
I'm. What's that?
count up all your apologies at the at the bottom and make sure they're well edited.
I got, what was so funny is with the first proof, there were a bunch of comments where the editor would be like, "So you did this song and you said this person, but this is actually also recorded by this other person. Do you want to include them in it as well?" And so I was like, "Sure,
Yeah, just get
whatever.
all the apologies in. I mean, you
Get
have
them all."
an
Yeah,
apology on almost like, every 3 pages. There's an apology,
I
so just
should.
throw them all in.
I should have done that, and then in the apology said, "All apologies, asterisk, with apologies to
Oh,
Nirvana."
that's a good one. That's a really good one. Oh no,
Yeah.
I'm just it's okay. Second edition. Second edition. It's good.
So I've got, there are a bunch of questions that as soon as I submitted the manuscript, like it was supposed to be 85,000 words. It ended up being like 91. So
Hmm.
I went over, but there were a lot of questions that I couldn't get in here. And like in the 2 or 3 weeks after I submitted the manuscript, I made a list of another 20 so that I could do a volume two if the publisher lets me.
They
So
will. Don't worry. They will, because there are so many questions that I'm sure people want to. And you know what though? People don't read anyway. You know this from people who don't read the Bible. So, so I'm sure they'll be glad to do another one. Actually, I'm really looking forward to the audiobook version. I hope you're going to read it.
I did. I recorded the narration, and so that will come out on the 29th with the hardcovers. So yeah, I'm excited about that.
Do you read the
And
apologies too?
no, I should have though, because that was
No.
something with the director. He was like, "Do you want to read the asterisks?" And I was like, "I think it would be really fun and really funny, but why don't we do it without it to see if it's okay?" And I completely forgot after that. But yeah,
No.
and then like the second half of the book, every time I come up to one, like one of the sections is, "This is going to hurt you a lot more than it does me,"
Yeah.
which is a line that I recall from being 10 years old and reading Batman number 427, where the Joker beats Robin to death with a crowbar.
Yep.
And like I remember that line stuck out to me from when I was 10. And so I have down at the bottom, "with apologies to the creators of Batman number 427." But like once I got to the second half of the book, I was like, I should have done it. It's too late now. They're not going to let me go back and record the first 10 chapters all
Second
over again.
edition. Second edition.
Yeah, but I thought that was that's Let's Talk About Sex Baby, with
Hmm.
apologies to Salt and
Salt and
Pepper.
pepper. Hmm.
Um I remember I used to hear that song on the school bus on the way to Grosvenor Elementary School in Washington D.C. And I would hear this.
It's a
This
very
was the
catchy
Wild
tune.
West. We There was that. And then we would hear Trojan Man commercials on the bus as well. I don't
Trojan
know if
man.
you recall any of that, but
Yep.
I was in elementary school, and it's like Trojan Man,
Hmm.
and then they would have some goofy little narrative, and I was like, why are we hearing this on a school bus?
It was on the
But
radio back then. That was the 80s. You know, there was
and
no
then what was
internet for.
there was the Humpty Dance. I think there was
Yes.
another song, um, the butt.
Oh, is it
I
Sir Mix-a-Lot? That one? I like big butts.
N- no, Experience Unlimited. We used to hear that one, and that was from like the '80s. But we used to hear that one a lot too. So, yeah, I'll hopefully the second edition I'll get to do some of that.